Good morning, when it's midnight, going out of my head, alone in this bed.
Jet lag, something I knew all about once upon a time in my life. Joining us in studio is Jeff Stinco, of course, from Simple Plan. So happy that you're here. It's always a great moment when you're here in the BT studios.
Remember, you told me last time, come back whenever you want?
Yeah.
So here it is.
You just
I'm back. I just decided to come back.
You just popped up. We're going to be talking about the Simple Plan Foundation, which is something very, very dear to the band.
Absolutely.
Listen, Sebnafai was in studio before telling us about another charity event that you guys are doing. He also told me that it was your birthday last week.
It was indeed.
Happy
it was
birthday,
spectacular. Thank you.
Well, it turns out he also told me that he tried calling you to find out what was happening. It seems something spectacular happened, but you didn't call him back, so he missed the festivities.
Well, you know, yeah, my phone was kind of blowing up on that day, so I couldn't get Sebastian could not get a hold of me. No,
I'm putting you on the spot here. I'm just
all right.
Listen, we have to talk about the Simple Plan Foundation. It's something that is so very dear to the band, to you guys. And for those who don't know, tell us what it is exactly.
Well, basically, we've started this foundation as a way to raise money and raise awareness towards causes that we care about. It's all about the youth. So we basically use the media's, the attention that we get to raise money, and we decide to focus our efforts on the youth. So whether it's illnesses, whether it's problematic causes, or whether it's actually generating systems that actually help the youth go through that crazy phase, the transition that the teenage years are. So that's what the foundation is all about, and it's basically something that we do now pretty much as playing live.
Right, which is a lot, of course. And it started in 2005, and you guys have raised more than $1 million already.
Yeah, and it's ongoing. We're doing partnerships and doing more and more. So we need to grow this thing so we could actually help more kids.
And it's so dear to you guys, as you said. It's all causes that you care about. And tell me why it's almost, you just mentioned that you do as much charity work as you do playing. Why is that so important to you guys?
I think it's a snowballing effect. You know, you start doing little things, and then people, you know, they tell you about these important things that you need to focus on, and you do more, and it grows. And I think that's, you know, why it's important. And there's a lot of causes that are, let's face it, not as sexy. You know, you got teenagers that are dealing with very severe issues, you know.
And serious and real issues.
But it's hard to put, you know, a teenager that's going through rehab on TV and raising money as you do with kids that, you know, that are sick. So we focus on that. We focus on the alternative side of what people don't necessarily touch. And we get a lot of foundations calling us and telling us we can't raise money because we don't have that system of being accessible to the media.
And why the youth? Why so much focus on the youth?
It started out with our fans sending us letters, telling us how, you know, they were going through, as you said, that transitional period. And we're like talking to those fans backstage, and we're like, we can't do anything. You know, that discussion is probably helping you, but it's not going far enough. So we started doing little events here and there, and then we're like, well, a lot of those money being raised or spent at parties. We wanted 100% of our money, the money that we raised, to be used with those foundations. That's precisely what we do. Very transparent foundation. You know, Chuck's parents,
yes,
our drummer, actually, they do all the work, all the leg work, and it's all, you know, volunteer work. So
I know, I've met him, and listen, we can't thank you enough for all the work that you put in for charity and for being rock stars whom we love. And thank you for stopping by this morning. I'm going to tell you again. Stop by whenever you want.
Oh, God.
Just
he
pop
said
in.
it again.
He said it again.
Said it again.
Jeff,
I'll be back
you
next week.
so much.
Thank you.
He'll be back next week. All right.